Hi folks, quick video on what weather apps can you use on your mobile while you're out and about having your adventure. Enjoy! Hi folks, hope you're good. Okay, start of March, quite cold here in South Wales, so I'm just going to do a little video about the apps that I use just to check the weather and surf. I've been asked to do this by a few of our members, so I've just got the iPhone sharing. I'm just going to take you through this quickly because there's lots and lots of apps out there that you can use, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong. This is just my opinion, and these are the apps that I use to check on the weather, etc. So those are the apps that I do actively use. Okay, good old BBC. I mean, we know this interface, so it does what it says in the tin, and I think it's derived directly from the Met Office, so it's fairly accurate, but it gives you some basic information there. Most of these apps are to do with the interface, so it's about how it presents the weather and which one you actually prefer, okay? And you can obviously, I've got all my bits and bobs in there, right? So that's one, okay? Wizuki, I think you call it. Okay, so I use this quite a bit for out looking for tides and also for overall one-stop shop for conditions, especially when I'm running the boot camps outside or I'm doing a sup trip. So let's have a look at Cold Nap, okay? And I'm going to take you through just briefly. If you want to know more about this, then just drop me an email. So this gives you, on the left, you can see the wind. Then you've got the constant wind speed and then the gusts. Then you've got the waves, okay, feet in seconds. Then you've got the weather, degrees C, percentage chance of, I believe that's rain. And then you've got that little 0649 and 1800, that shows, I think that's first light and sunset. Okay, now the cool thing about this is you can tweak about with 1 hour to 2 hours or 24 hours. Then if you can either turn the phone, I'm going to try and show you this, so watch. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, I love this. So this is a representation of what's going on. So if I scroll from the right to the left, you can see at the top, it's going to give you the time, and this wave here is the tides up and down, and then I can zoom in or zoom out and I can have a look, see, and that tells me at the moment we're here, we're in a fairly low tidal coefficient, and boom, that's when the big tides are. Now these are huge tides actually, I think, coming up. So and then you can see at the top, that is the wind, okay, gusts and constant wind speed. Overlaying this in the middle is the wave height and period, and then at the bottom there's the weather. So I love this app. I've actually paid for the upgrade as well. So it also gives you things like I haven't really played about with this too much. It gives you the radar, and then you can scroll through the times where the wind's going. So it's a real powerful app. Okay. Then I think what I always do as well is check back with the Met Office, the good old Met Office. You know this sort of information is absolutely as true, as good as it's going to get. So I'm not going to go take you through this because you all know that app, I suspect. So then, looking into more of the wind and into a bit deeper now, Wind Guru. That's the app itself. This has been out for years and years and years, and it is a go-to for most wind sports, board sports. It's going to give you it gives you a really accurate forecast. Sometimes it's slightly different to The wind speeds are slightly different. Some say more accurate than the actual stuff coming from the major app. So that's a common one as well. Fairly simple, but it just links to the web. You can see I've got two wind gurus there. One's the web, one's the app. Okay, then I go into Magic Seaweed. This has been around for donkey's years now, and it's brilliant. It's still really good. So some people say it's not, it doesn't give the right information, or its forecasts aren't great, but at the end of the day, it's a forecast of wave, wind, tide, etc. And it's pretty, you can have a good look. It's not as good as being on the beach, but so for instance, I've got Porth Pool there. So I'm going to look at, let's have a look what predicted for Saturday. I click on Saturday. It gives me the swell at the top, the height and the period. Then it gives me a breakdown here. So I'm going to have a look for Saturday. I click on it and it's showing me, it's not going to be great, but maybe a small dribble, etc., etc. So that tells you that, and you can also look at really good things with this. And if I can just show you the real good, the powerful bit about this is the charts. In case we go to charts, let's have a look at. Let's go North Atlantic. Okay, you can zoom in, whatever, but this is the swell. So if I'm looking for swell, if you're in the water, but quite often I'm looking for the week ahead. I'll be looking at the pressure. I'll play that through. So that's really good, and that's the charts functionality about that. Really powerful. Love Magic Seaweed. Okay, so locally, what I've been using as well is tidesforfishing.com. Now this is I use this quite a bit for just quickly looking at how big the tide's going to be. So have a look at that one, tidesforfishing.com. This gives a really nice landscape. It gives you a really nice representation of high and low tide and how big it is. Then it gives you all information if you're a fisherman, but you can use it anyway. So this is the tide times for Barry, and it gives you some fish stuff, which I don't understand, but I'm sure the fishermen out there will. I'm assuming it's when the fish are active. Anyways, you can see we're on Thursday the 3rd of March, and the sunrise, sunset, then first tide, second tide, so it's high tide, low tide. You can see the meters go up, and then I quickly eyeball this, and if I see 3 fishes, I know the tide's going to be big. So, or I look at the coefficient, so I can see that tide of 12 meters is going to be quite big on the 9th. Therefore, if I'm running a boot camp on the beach, etc., something like that, then I'll know that the tide's going to be quite high, then there not be any beach left. So that's quite a useful little check. Hang on. Then there's the Met Office. So this is the Met Office web mobile app. So not mobile app, but the mobile version on the web page. So if I type Barry Doc, as I said before, it's all about the interface. Barry Island. So this just gives a nice, I like the interface on this. So this is why sometimes the Met Office app is a bit confusing. You just want to go in there and look, what's the weather like for the next couple of days? What's the whole shebang? So Thursday today, I can see, look, 11 o'clock, sunny, getting cloudy and sunny, and then a little bit later, cloud cover. The temperature feels like temperature. Really, really interesting. That really important. You're going out with kids because you're looking out the window. It looks lovely. You've got a northerly wind blowing. It's going to be freezing, and it just gives you a nice little scroll there. You can see it all at once. UV. Not really as much about it at the moment. Let's have a look. Look, Sunday's looking good. Grill. Well, is it? So I have a quick look at Sunday there, and it looks like it's going to be nice in the morning. So, okay, so that is the Met Office mobile web thingy. Right, so I then got the Magic Seaweed. This is the web, not the app. So sometimes I just use this because it sometimes gives a different view. It gives you an easier view. Okay, you go for that. Rain alarm. So this is a real easy thing. Marco showed me this down Barry Island. So basically, it gives you the rain of the past 6 hours or something like that. So just a quick, easy way of if you want to zoom in, zoom into where you are. It basically tells you, and if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that's gone up to about, just the present time. You can see there's not much rain forecast to come in. That's a free one as well, so that's a real interesting one. You can zoom out, have a look. What's happening? Okay. Weather radar. I'm not using that at the moment, so I'm not going to go into that. But that gives you some more. I will go into it then. This gives you some information on rain radar satellite. It's quite useful if you want to actually know what the radar's doing. So you can see that correlates to rain alarm. Those little green bits, I believe, are rain. So you can just have another double check. Okay. This is one I really love, wind alert. Okay. Now, I use this a lot for predicting the wind and what the wind's going to be doing and how it's going to affect people on their stand-up paddleboards, especially clients. So this will probably not work now, but anyway, let's have a go. So this is Thursday the 3rd of March, and I'm kind of zooming in here on Cardiff Whitewater, where I run quite a few sessions. So you can see there that if I was going up the Ely, which is in picture there, I'll be going up, I'm pointing at the screen, I'm going over that way. Okay, I'm back. So what that tells me is if I go Thursday the 3rd of March at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, okay, so it's coming up to 12 now. That's telling me that the wind is coming down the river, you can see that. So there might be a little bit of a tough paddle going up there. You can see it's green, so it's going to be anything from the 10 to 40 mile an hour range. And then if I keep going past, you can see the wind changes again. So a really good example, actually. So the wind is veering around to the southwest. And you can see and then it's right on the south then, going lighter, okay? Maybe a bit of shelter there actually, and possibly, if that was strong, we would have a little downwinder there. Okay, and then I can predict, there we go, there's going to be a stronger kind of movement coming in a bit later. It's probably a low coming in, so I sometimes zoom out. It's really powerful, this, I love it. So I'll have a look. You can generally see then the shape. Yeah, so there's a low coming in and all sorts of stuff going on. So I'll just show you what I'll do here. So that for me says that there's something going on at the Atlantic, so I'll go further out. Then I'll look at the Met Office, see if I can see regional surface pressure charts. Okay, so Thursday, and I'll scroll through that then. Okay, you can see that low moving in. Let's have a look. Okay, so that then correlates to, I can do this actually. See that low moving in across the country, so that then corresponds to that low there. So that's weather. Bear with me, I'll edit this. That's wind alert. Okay, there's more things you can do in that, but it's really powerful. And then the last one I was going to show you is called Dark Sky. I wouldn't use this as a go-to app, but I just love the. I just download it for the interface. It's just quite cool. I just like the way you can scroll right and left. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you can go to the wind. Okay. I'm not sure where it takes this information from. I just love the interface, and then it just gives you this lovely little thing here. Look at that. Just watch the colours. Who needs a lava lamp, man? Look at that. So this is showing us what was been happening before, and then it takes you right into now. I think, as I say, it's pretty. I'm not sure why. You can do some predictions then of what's potentially happening, but the now bit is the one that's most powerful. You can zoom in and all that jazz. Where are we? Okay. and you can have a look there. You can look at precipitation, temperature. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that, folks. That screensaver, I like that. So yeah, I've been ongoing now for I don't know, 20 minutes. If you enjoyed that, let me know, and I'll do some more, and maybe some of the more adventure apps and the mapping, navigation apps that I'm trying at the moment. By no means am I a qualified kind of explorer, if there's such a thing, but these are the things that I use for training my clients outdoors, doing some trail runs, looking for conditions with a variety of apps for SUP instructing. So it's a case of sitting down, looking at a variety of apps, making your call, and then saying, right, okay, that's what my weather prediction is, and then you dynamically assess it as you go along. And of course, the big thing for me is always, you never know until you get there. You can always predict, but you just never know, so always be prepared. All right, that's Lloydy signing out. Sayonara.